really funny guy. Please keep it going for Chris Biggs.
Thank you, Dan. That was fantastic. Hello, folks. My name is Chris Biggs, and I have been, what you know is I've been with my wife for over 20 years, and we have 4 kids together. Thank you. But listen, 4 kids, it is a lot. I want you to know this was not my plan. Like, I wasn't the one writing in a dream journal when I was growing up about how I can't wait till I can fill the 3rd row of a minivan. But I should have known this was going to be my life because I married a Catholic Hispanic woman, which means I had a choice in life. I could have had peace and quiet, or I could marry a woman with a nice butt. When you are 18, it is an easy choice. But by the time you hit 38, you start to question whether 18-year-olds should have the right to vote. But my wife tricked me. She used a girlfriend voice with me. I don't know if you've heard of this, a girlfriend voice. It's calm, it's peaceful, it's sweet. It's like a choir of angels singing, "You are right." And after you've been married for a few years and have kids, turns into a mom voice. A mom voice is direct and to the point. It somehow sounds both disappointed and annoyed at the same time. It's got a tone to it that lets you know exactly who's in charge. And I'll give you a hint, it ain't me. It's kind of like living with Wonder Woman, but instead of a lasso of truth, she has the vocal cords of intimidation, able to make a grown man get off the couch in a single syllable. But most of all, a mom voice is loud. Now, sometimes you like loud. Like in certain situations, when you hear loud, it makes you feel like you're getting a job done. Makes you feel like a man. But then there's the other 23 and a half hours of the day. I didn't realize how much the mom voice was getting to me until I got a pair of AirPods, like Dan was saying. I was like listening to music one day and it cut in and it was like, "You have a text message from Suzanne." And like, I just felt defeated. Like, I'm like, oh, what now? Because I knew it was something. And then suddenly this calm, sweet voice read me the message. It was Siri. And at that moment, I realized why they made all those movies where guys fell in love with their phones. Like it felt nice to be bossed around by a new voice. Like I had that girlfriend voice back. So now every time she asks me to do something, I'm like, "Can you text it to me?" She's like, "Why?" I'm like, "You know me, I'm so forgetful." But I know where she gets it from. Her whole family's loud. Like when we get together for Christmas, there's 30 of us, and she's only half Hispanic. I can't imagine what kind of like quinceañera catastrophe it'd be if like I had married like a fully Hispanic family. Like, and since there's so many of us, like when we go on vacation, like it's tough to find a place that can fit everybody that we can afford. So we gotta like go out. So like one year we went to Eastern Tennessee, which is real rural. There is nothing in Eastern Tennessee. Like the most exciting thing we did that trip, we went over the border to Kentucky to visit a KFC. And not like the first KFC, just a KFC. Can you imagine 30 Hispanic people standing outside of a KFC taking pictures in rural Kentucky? Like they were ready to build the wall as we were leaving. But I'm doing whatever I can to kind of like stay away from the noise. And so like, somebody's like, "What are we gonna have for dinner?" I was like, I'll start cooking. I'm ready to go. And they're like, "It's 1 o'clock in the afternoon." I'm like, I'll take care of dinner. So I go and I'm opening a can of refried beans because of course I'm making tacos. And I slice my finger open. And I don't know about you, have any of you ever been so excited to go to an emergency room? Because it's not an in and out kind of thing. This is gonna be my whole day. I was excited. So my father-in-law drives me out to the emergency room. It is a Eastern Kentucky, or Eastern Tennessee. It is an emergency room / nursing home. Like, that's the vibe they've got going, okay? They've got like an express entrance around the back because they know where their bread and deep fried butter is coming from. So I get in there, I finally get in a room, and I meet my nurse. It was a male nurse. I thought that was really progressive for Eastern Tennessee. He was explaining to me that he used to be a door kicker for the DEA, like for drug raids. And like, just like, have you ever seen the movie Justified? Like, just out of that, like, he's like, listen, we've got a huge oxy problem out here, so I need to know, did you cut your finger on purpose to get oxy? And I was like, I've got 30 people, in-laws, back at that house. I cut my finger to get away from that. He's like, well, I'll give you oxy then for that. I'm texting my wife all of this, because this is so much fun. And when the doctor comes in, he has me like reach my arm over so he can start working on it. And I've got my phone sitting on my lap. And my wife texts me at that point, how many teeth does your doctor have? And that phone just lights up. And I look down and I read it. I look over at the doctor, he's reading it. I just say to him, like, her text messages sound so much less offensive than Siri reads them. My kids, I have 4 kids. My kids are loud too. My kids have 2 volumes. They have like an outside voice, and then that voice you use to talk to somebody next to you at a rock concert. You know? It's like either headache-inducing or migraine-inducing, and I pray every day for the headache. Like, I don't drink anymore because I can't stand talking to my kids the next day. But the worst part about having loud kids is you don't know what they're going to say, but you know everybody's going to hear it. Like my youngest, he's at that age now where he's just learning to read, and he loves it, so he's reading everything. I was in his bathroom getting his medicine one day, and he's reading the side of a bottle of body wash, and he's going, doubt, 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 Daddy? And I looked down, I was like, no, it says douche. I mean, no. Because that's a difficult concept to explain to a kid, that there's certain words in other languages that are fine, but in English they're bad. Like in Spanish, that means like bath or wash or something. And in English, that's how his grandfather refers to the president. So I said to him, like, listen, buddy, just don't use that word, and whatever you do, don't go reading the side of a black crayon. It's not going to work out for you. So there are some benefits to having loud kids. Like, you know, I'm not worried about them getting kidnapped. I mean, I'm like, just go outside and play. Because like nobody's trying to kidnap that kid that you can hear from 3 aisles over in a Walmart arguing with his parents. And other people complain that their kids don't talk to them. I don't know what that's like. Because I know every single thought my kids have the second it enters their head. I thought it'd be beneficial to take my daughters to a jewelry store to help me pick out some presents for my wife for Christmas. I'm like, you know what, they're girls, they should know. I'll let you guess how long it took me to realize that was a mistake. Because like we walk in and the first thing they see is like this gold layered necklace. Like it's the kind of thing that Mr. T is still pitying the fool that would wear. And I said to them like, no, even I know that's too gaudy. And they're like, Daddy, what does gaudy mean? And I should have known, you don't teach loud kids new words. But I did. And they were so excited to use their new word. They were running all over that jewelry store, finding everything they met the definition, including like this gold elephant-shaped brooch with like red and green gemstones that this older lady walked in wearing. So like I finally get them quieted down. I was like, just look in this cabinet. I turn to the salesman. I'm like, just give me that. And that's when my daughters discovered price tags, because from behind I heard, we can't afford this. I am not buying, or I'm not changing schools just so Mommy can have some jewelry. The salesman was like, sir, we have some more affordable options on the other side of the store. I'm like, no, I need this. All everybody knows why men buy their wives jewelry. All my buddies know, because they're always like, hey, you got your wife a special prize for Christmas. Did she get you a special prize? You know, like the thing women stop doing after you get married? I said, yeah. I got the girlfriend voice back for a whole 24 hours. It was fantastic. Hey, my name is Chris Biggs. Thank you very much.
And keep it going for Chris, man. Keep it going for Chris, man.